Hey, you guys. Hope you're having a great weekend. Thank you so much for tolerating the way I speak half the time through these videos. You have to remember, I'm telling you, whether it's their influence or not. So sometimes I think that's misunderstood. I think so. It's when I say their influence, doesn't always mean you're being zapped. I think just being among them can just make your brain nutty. It's a crazy thing being with them, and so I'm going to say weird things. Walk around with me not doing a video and you'll see the difference. Anyone will tell you that hangs out, and has a beer with me, that it's a completely different situation. All right, hey, look how big my head is. I love the adventure helmets because I go like this. Most people, you're always stuck in there, and when you can do this, it's an amazing thing. It's cooler and you feel better. So check this out. So this could be, maybe not a lot of people will watch this. I'm not sure because I haven't got there yet. I'm taking a risk today because I've been up there twice now. It's very difficult. It's closed off and you're not supposed to get there. It's like, the trail is literally like 25 years old. So I have like trees and then here's the interesting thing, okay? And I'm going to show it to you, I hope. I haven't got there yet, so I can't make any promises. And even if I go up there and it's just a boring video, I kind of want to show you because up here, I believe, is a very special place. Now, this is my cell phone, so bear with me. But you get an idea by looking at it. Those trees up there, that's the kingdom. Now the road, this grass like aspen forest on the way up is incredible. And once you get to a certain, I don't know if I'll be able to get to that. Hopefully there's no other trees down. Once you get to a certain spot, they have blocked it like definitively, like with a structure, but they've locked it. So you cannot get through there. There is no way to get up there without a chainsaw. Now I could walk by it, but then my walk is probably going to be a couple miles uphill. So I've been considering walking the rest of the way. All right, so this is awesome. You guys, I have never been able to, someone came up here. I think it was in a side-by-side. You can't tell. You know how I knew? Well, I know because they cut all the structures. You guys, they went, I'm sorry, I get so excited. They went extensive, okay? Look at the dirt still on this blockage, there was no way. I mean, it went out on ground structures all the way that way. They did everything they could do, like unusually more than normal. I'm really excited because I'm free and I've never been past where I am right there. So not on a bike. I think I walked up a few hundred yards. So this is exciting. Let me just show you, okay? The guy cut it all. This is a regular person. This road's closed. The state's not maintaining it. They haven't maintained it in 20, I think 10 or 15, 20 years. Look how they put that thing on top and told you they did it. This was done recently, and then they cut it like right after they did it. And so look at their blockage. It's amazing. I got through here. You guys, it goes all the way down. So the block, I'll show you really quickly. All this was structures, off the ground structures that crisscrossed all the way across. See their arch. I showed you once, but I don't think many people saw it. That was the main one, and you could just never get through. I tried on the four-wheeler, and I just set it back up. I could never get around it. So yay, what a surprise. So the reason I know is because you're not supposed to be up here. So someone on a side-by-side, or like one of those it was a side-by-side, I think, because there's a giant boulder flipped up from the middle of the path a couple miles back. I was like, oh my God, it really got hung up on his skid plate, I think. And he came up and cut everything. See, that's all right. A lot of these logs that you don't think are hollow, and these trees are, and these little people live inside them. You can walk right by a tree and never know it's hollow. You probably start knocking on them, like when we're in their areas. Like try to get a noise, like something always in here. These aspens are all marked in here. When you go down, there's structures all through them. I don't go in there because I can't figure it out. It's just this beautiful aspen forest with structures in it. And I can't do anything else. I don't know what to do. I know they're there because I see it constantly. Oh, So you guys bear with us. I think after this, I'm going to get my real camera out. That's why I'm doing the cell, because it's just easier to pull it out. My other camera's all tucked away. I got to keep that camera mint. You can't buy it anymore. They took it off the market. I wonder why. And then down there, I've noticed on the flat tops, they're really exposing their structures this year for the first time. So I think we're going to get some really, really good zooms. You guys, I filmed them from here. Look at this pile of dirt. How do you explain that pile of dirt? I'm going to need an explanation for that. It's not possible. That's like beautiful topsoil. It's like beautiful topsoil. You could bag that and sell it. That's how good that is. It's just this random pile of topsoil. There's no animals up here, like ground animals. So this isn't Pennsylvania or lower Colorado. This is high elevation Colorado. There's very few animals that live here. In the high. I'm really not sure on this. It just looks like it. That's why I'm zooming in on this one. I know they're right in there. I think this structure is beyond just blocking this area. It had that purpose, but I think they use it for others as well, like to be on it. And I'm pretty sure that's them back there. I'm almost sure. I just don't want to swear it to you because it's very pareidolia, but I'm seeing more than one. Not far from here, though, you can get everything. I cannot believe it. I got a big thank you to this guy that'll never see this video because I don't know who he could have been. Someone from around here. This is the only way. This guy brought a chainsaw with him. Like he wanted this trail. So it's got to be some local guy that's known about this. He probably grew up over here or something, and he's been coming up this trail. He probably thinks it's his, just like me. This is my trail. I love it here. Wait till you see this. I never thought I could get here, you guys. This puts me into one of my areas from a place I didn't know how it jived like this. That's the only word I can use. The way it's synced, the way it actually really is crazy. Wow. I've been blocked out of here, you guys. Are we gonna do a Zoom or what? This is why I know. Like, they could just throw me off of here right now. They're right behind me. Wait till I show you why. And then they can just throw me off. You guys, they're structures I've never been able to see. And before I make a big thing, I got mosquitoes everywhere. It's a crazy mosquito day. I gotta get a can off. Remember, I was on the other side. I made it up before the blockage, and I was able to film at the other end of this. He was climbing up the hill, and they knew I was looking, and they'd stop. Sometimes I think they know in real time. So like, okay, zooming now, stop. That's what it seems like. That's kind of weird. What is that? It looks like a grave or something. It's like a face, isn't it? You guys, believe it or not, that could be a grave. That's how simple it is sometimes, especially out here. So when places like when I go to Holy Cross where it's so blatant, I cannot believe I'm right here. I look up here all the time. I never thought this was obtainable for me. You guys, they come from up here. I filmed the clear one up here. Remember, I was like, I don't know where it was in there. Here's all the clear cutting. What? You know what I want to do? Let's get a couple zooms to the forest line over there, even though it's really far. You gotta see the structures I'm seeing. This is an outstanding place. Will we film them? Maybe. I'm not really looking, unless it's really good. That's what I'm looking for right now, you guys. I mean, always do your timestamps, but like, not that I'm the boss, but you know what I mean? Like, Gail always calls me a boss. She's like, what's up, boss man? I'm like, Gail, stop being silly. Star structure. I'm anything but anyone's boss. Okay, let's make that very clear. There's no bossing. Even my cat is my boss. I don't want to be. I don't like being self-employed. That's why I like having supporters, and that's the one thing I love about it. Besides that, the friendships is the drive, the motivation it gives when someone's helping you. It keeps you wanting to go. You know. If I just made $1 million a month on YouTube, I question what my motivation would be. I think it wouldn't waver, but I don't know. I'd have to have that million coming in first.
I can tell you right now, I'm going to the Bahamas for like a week. Okay? I don't even need I don't need to go to Bora. I just want to go somewhere where there's a beach. Plus, I know the Bahamas. I grew up there a couple times a year. My grandfather had a beautiful house there. This is hard because I have mosquitoes on me. Look in the field. This is a field, I believe, that's very difficult to see. And I think that's set up for the sky. These UFOs read that and they land.
You guys, this thing is like glued into place with like dirt, like, you know, it's positioned. The one that's coming towards us is like in the ground. I mean, this is set up not to move. And this is something I see quite a bit. There's these open fields like this in strategic places. I really truly believe this. I'm not trying to make a video that this is what I believe. I would never, ever lie to you guys.
Well, I mean, they know. Like, in other words, they know who they're going to see, but this way there is a confirmation of where they are. I'll bet you anything that's a great place to land, you know, for them to come in. It's all set up, and look at the middle, to how clear it is. I mean, I wouldn't expect anything to be out there, but it's really clean, you know? With
Keep in mind, I know you want to see like a landing spot. I don't think they even touch the ground. They just hover over the ground.
Blatant systems on the surrounding it. Wow. I think that pile of rocks is made. I really do. It's a made pile of rocks. You got to see how amazing these are. I filmed it. I mean, look. That's the one that Chills put on his video. It looks like he's walking down here like this. And I'm zooming up from over there. All right, I have an emergency. Give me a second, mosquitoes. Hey, look, it's been so long since people have been able to get up here. Look at that. I'm telling you guys, the way it was blocked for like 100 feet. You couldn't, I gave up. I was like, unless you're gonna walk, you could walk it, but you know, it's quite a few miles. You don't know, I didn't know what to expect, you know, so I don't want to waste a whole day, and then I come home and there's no video, and then the next day it's like, Mark, where have you been? It's like, look, I'm not a miracle worker. I have to work so hard just to get a video you might want to see. You know, this world is extremely picky, and they have no idea the gift that they're seeing. So next best thing. In an 80-degree sun, I have to put on a black sweatshirt with a hood because the mosquitoes are just ridiculous. They're all around me. It's humid. We got quite a bit of rain coming today. Like a lot of rain. It's almost, I think we're getting like 3/4 of an inch at some point. I don't think it's going to happen until like 2. Usually here it comes at the end of the day. All right. Enough chit chat, Mark. I know all of that. I can't believe that's over here. I guess that makes sense. You wind up over there. I just didn't think that would be my view from here. Let's see. Here's one of their spots. Let's see if anyone's in there. I know pretty much saying I'm here, but I wouldn't think it's far enough away where we might get something. I know where that is. I have filmed you a video right there. It's a very special place. They do rock stackings, and you go over into their thicker forest over there is even better. Right in there with structures, giant, colossal structures in there. I don't know if you'll be able to see any of them now. And remember, I'm really pushing, it's really, really looking this way, guys. Most of what we're doing is small. I'm here to tell you, there's a bear. Yes! Yes! Sorry, I know you can see a bear in New Jersey today, but out here, you might as well try to film an alien, okay? I was looking at it, I'm like, is that a shadow? Yes! You guys, this is like world record, like up where I am in Colorado. It's almost impossible. Oh, it's a cow. Ugh. I really am crying. Darn it. You guys heard me get so excited over no reason. I guess I'll show it to you. I thought that was a bear. Where are all the bears? There's like 10,000 bears right here. Where are they? I never get to see the bears. This is a huge black bear spot right here. It's we'll do some zooms later. I can't. This thing, like, you would think he would just, it's not California where the thing will just walk up to you. They are so skittish. So I think I can only assume that I've been very close so many times. And look at this structure. I got all kinds of wide walking. This is why I started coming in here, not because of the bear. I saw this from a distance and I wanted to get close because I also have new piles of dirt, brand new with X's. And then I got this. I haven't got to there's a big forest somewhere here. I gotta find it. I think it's that way. So let's come back. Let's go find that forest because I think this is the beginning, guys. Look at this. Look at the walking around this. Just look for the white streaks. Look at that, you guys. I love this spot. Nothing's ever happened to me here, except I have filmed them from here across. But I don't care, because it's just so for me only. And the guy that has the side-by-side that probably will come up here once a year. I'd love to see him. I want to thank him. That's a teepee, you guys. It's a teepee made of tridents. Every single one is some kind of trident. It's hard to see it for some reason. It's like in the shadows. The walking. More dirt with a stick coming out of it. See, these are little people, you guys. I will bet your life on it. That's what I told Diesel yesterday. It's like, I filmed the best Bigfoot yesterday. I will bet your life on it. I'm not sure if people understand that. Like, I'm just kidding. I mean, I'm that serious that I'm like, I would bet anything on it, but I'm just kidding about his life. Okay, bear. I told you. They're right. See, a bear could be just 100 feet, and you might not know it. They're very silent. There's no doubt about it. That bear did that, like, very, very recently. And he walked right this way. And I have no gun on me. You know why I don't? Because I don't need it. He will never hurt me. Even if he didn't run, he won't attack me. He just will not attack me. Animals will not attack me. It just doesn't happen. What is that? What is that, you guys? That's like internet line of sight. That might be microwave. I think that's what that is. And drive up and then come back, but that'll be a nightmare because then I'll have to restop and take everything apart. I'd rather just do a couple quick zooms here. I'm so bummed that I thought a cow. Because you know what it was? That's how deep it is down there. And his legs, I could only see the top of them, so I immediately assumed it had to be a bear. What I think it's too far, but I do want to see. I want to, just for the heck of it, zoom past these idiots. Yeah, anyone that willingly destroys your earth is an idiot. I don't care if he's trying to feed his family or not. I see all their litter up there. I see all their poop. I see their beer cans. Those guys are living up there. They're disgusting. Like white trash. You know, couldn't get a job anywhere else type of people. There's a Bigfoot right there. I think. Look how he's inside the star structure. What is that? Maybe it's just something, but that's weird looking. Remember, we don't understand. Don't ever like assume, you know, or don't expect it to fit into something. Like, always be open to seeing something new, because we really don't have much of an idea. Like, we have a lot of ideas, but not like you never know who you're seeing. We could film a new being right now that's never been filmed before. Believe me, there's lots of them out there. They've probably been on film, but no one noticed, you know, something like that. I don't expect to see anything with me standing here, but you gotta try. I wanted to look into the forest where they were working, but it's just too far away. Wouldn't that be cool? Like he's like Bigfoot sneaking up on him. That's why I wish it was. That's the way I kind of wish it was. I don't really want them to be advanced. I really don't. I think they could show us amazing things and tell us the secrets. That's the cool thing about that. They know everything. When you're that old, you know the real truths. But it would be more fun if I'm like, yeah, look, he's sneaking up on those guys over there. Like you see him walk across, like he's like going, like try not to make any noise. Like he's like more like us. I think would be more entertaining. So the fact that they're more than likely using stuff that's more advanced than us. Remember, doesn't mean they're more advanced. They've just been around a lot longer. It's like they use technology that's given to them. You didn't develop your own technology, did you? No, the aliens give it to them. The aliens did it. So this is it. This is as far. I'll show you in a minute where I thought I could make it to. I'm a little disappointed because I really thought that's where I was going. Let me see if I can see it from here. So there's that thing. There's no doubt they came in with a helicopter. Not that long ago either. You can see where they landed even. There's no way. There's a huge box at the bottom. It's weird that that's there. It's such a small little thing. Like it's something maybe you'd have at your house, not like a giant relay. That's just like cell reset. That's like a cell phone booster. That's what that looks like. See, you know what gets me? Forget about Bigfoot. Like I should be able to see a deer or an elk or a moose or a bear, right? Especially here. There should be something in there, and there's not one. You guys, I know there's something to it. There's gotta be. What I am seeing is cows everywhere. I got cow. These are all state cows brought in by farmers. They actually have new GPSs now. A lot of them have GPS now, like literally a GPS unit around their neck. I believe that's cows too. I gotta check because just in case it's bears, but it's gotta be cows. How boring. Sorry. Those are all, believe it or not, those cows are with those cows. They're really separated. They're separated by a few miles. I don't see anything. These guys are always hot. That's just the trick to them, You can get them out, and that's why the flat top's so good, because they just go all over that flat top, and they run around. But like, say, like these spots, like I was showing you up there, like I feel like they really don't leave those spots, like their own spots. Like they're always in those woods. And then, whatever else they do, we don't know about, like where they go and all that. And it might be nowhere. I mean, remember, that's just an excuse for a lot of us researchers. Dimensions and stuff like that. I wanna go look there too. That looks really interesting to me right there. Bear with me. I want to see. I want to show you this forest that I thought I was driving to, and it just goes straight. I think it goes straight down here first. What is this from? There's a trail that's being actively used. Game, I would think, and bears. That's what that's from. Because it's literally the end. Anything that's coming up this way, this way, this way, this way. I don't think much that way. It's all a cliff. It's getting funneled into here, and it's like every day. Like that's been used today, almost. And possibly them, but I do have poop, deer poop. I think this is the spot for sure. He came right in here. He was like, where do I go? This is the forest. Where is it? You can't see it from here. Right there. Oh, I know what forest that is. I think I can get there from another way, another day. You can't see it, but there's this incredible line of aspens. And I really thought I was going there. I just need to check this path to make sure it's just game. I know it's game the way it's being chewed up, but I want to make sure there's nothing hidden down here. I brought my backpack and gun just because I know I'm in bear territory, and I still never bring it with me. Because then I get in here and I'm like, it's more of thinking about it. But then when I'm here, I'm so confident. Like I have no. I would lay here with filet mignons duct taped to me, and sleep here at night naked and he still would not hurt me. Even if a bear came up to me, he'd probably just eat the filet mignons off me. I'm telling you, if you know how to do it, Even the wildest of not polar bears and stuff, but like our animals here will never hurt you. Even a moose, nothing. I've been face to face with giant mommy mooses right there. Giant mommy and the baby right next to her. She'll just let you know. She knows, she sees me like sweet talking the baby and being kind. She hears my tone. I completely change. I just yell at you guys. I'm really nice to the animals. Look, that's a big rock being moved. He moved that. He slid that one. They did all of them. Look at that. He flipped that up. I think this is a bear. These guys will move rocks. It's definitely a bear. They're all been moved. Look. Every rock here. That one, he literally like pawed it and flipped it over. That one's been flipped. I know it's not them because when they do it, that scared me. I thought that was a bear staring right at me because I was talking about it. It looked like a bear staring right at me.
This is where it gets tough. I believe this is the sentinel watching me. I think that's also an exaggerated term. I go right by this thing later. I don't know if it's on the video, but I remember being really close with my eyes and seeing it is a stump, but there's this really strange leaner on it. And I believe I just need you guys to keep an extra eye on these stumps. Those big flipped over ones I was showing the other day, things like this with the leaner. This is how they do it. They become. It's that simple. I really believe right now that it's not their abilities, but it's possible. I just want to make it clear that it's possible that they've evolved into these abilities. It really is. But I think with all the staffs that we've seen, I think I'm within a certain area here, and I'll take you in and I'll show you what looks like an abandoned world. Like, you will definitively see these structures, but it seems like it's old. I just want to add that, I keep telling people I am nobody special, okay? I've just gotten to the point where I've just done this so many times. This is a situation that many, many people have been in. They just didn't know it. The difference between me and them is I'm completely aware. That's the only difference.
The thing has a leaner on it, which is just bizarre. You guys, I was going to stay home. I have so much work going on right now at my PC. That's why this is kind of like a mellow video. It's not like it's supposed to blow your mind or anything. This one's been moved too. I got a break here, which may have been done by a bear. I'm not kidding. Look at it. It's just happened too. I mean, I'm more willing to believe that's a break from the bear, except that it's tucked underneath it, than because of what I'm seeing behind me with these rocks. Like, he just came, they'd love to do that. He probably did that. This is what I need to see. Oh yeah, this is where I thought I was going, you guys. Look at this. We're not able to look at these guys. Hold on a second. That's where I think I filmed the other guy. From way down out there, I was zooming to that. They sit in these bushes. They're much deeper than you think. And there's these round spots like in here, and you if you look from a distance, it looks like they're a foot tall, but they're like 6 feet tall. It blends in, it makes a ground, Like, these bushes are literally like, if I was standing there, they're way over my head. So it makes it very difficult to film anything that's hiding, because even if you thought you saw a head, that's all it's going to most likely be, unless he's moving. The way that looks from the ranch right there is so special. Right there, I see that from so far away. But yeah, and I know it's good in there, but yet it's just nothing. It's nothing worth going over there for. Yeah, so I have like all this. I have 2 videos I'm making right now. Everything is good. I didn't even need to leave because the rain was coming. I'm like, this is a good day just to chill. If I chill, that means I am working and answering messages and uploading Facebook videos, and it's all work, believe it or not. Try uploading 1,100 things to Facebook. It gets to be really, really monotonous, especially when no one watches it.
Can't really say anything on this, but it sure looks like something's happening right there. Possibly.
Why does that look so blatant?
I won't show you them all, but it's exactly what I said. It's you can see them everywhere. There's one that you can see the whole upper half of his body. There's a head right there. It's legit. See, with my members, you guys just have some faith on the days where it's tough to see, because I will never show you something that's not real, and I'm here to assure you that this is a real situation. And I want to start showing some of the harder. I can show you so many things when it's a little harder to see. You know, I try to get it as good as I can, but on days like today, where I'm really not even out expecting to really catch them, I think I'm knowing I'm going to get some timestamps, but this is how we learn. So never deny the hard to see stuff, and I'm telling you, it'll pay off later.
I don't know. Looks like something. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's not where. No, is that it? Oh, they're way to the right. Let me see something. I'm trying to figure out what's what. Right there. So they're setting up. You should see this right here. So right in there. Let me see if I can get any structures. Right there is so good. So you guys, I've been watching all their new structures appear where they stop the cutting. There was one in the video. Today, the one that you're going to see today, which is probably yesterday or something. By the time it's uploading, it's a long, like HD 4K, so it takes like 8 or 9 hours, like really consistent. You guys, I got to tell you, if you're considering Starlink, go for it. It's amazing. It is $110 a month, but it is flawlessly incredible. In fact, I got to cancel so I canceled the Viasat, which was $190 a month. But he's like, hey, listen, we have an option where you can go dormant for $15 a month. That way we don't have to come take everything. And if Starlink has a problem, you'll have internet. You could just call us up and it'll be immediately activated. I was like, that's perfect. Because I was very willing to spend that extra $15. You don't know what it's like to be on that ranch without internet. So the first day I got Starlink, where is he? They're all these black bears. They're all up here in these aspen forests. They love the green aspens. So I'm actually kind of bear hunting. That's been my whole thing this whole time. I just want to, because I kind of want to prove to you, I want to show you what a close-up, not supposed to happen encounter can be like. 9.9% of the time, he's going to move off like you were going to murder his whole family. It's not even just walking away. They run like they're about to die up here. It's a crazy, especially the cinnamons. You might want to be a little more careful. The cinnamon is basically a brown bear, a black bear, but they're a little bit more, they seem to me like, you'd have to look up for the actual stats, but to me, from seeing them here, they're more like, much more like quick, like fast, and I kind of picture them being more aggressive as well. But I don't know that. Look at this. Ooh, this is a game trail and a half, I think. Guys, look at this trail. Oh, it does come this way. Okay, so it's a game trail. This is where all of the deer and elk. Look how active it is, you guys. And bear and moose are walking. This would be an ideal place for a trail cam. Tell me if you guys are interested, because I don't think that trail cam will get them. I really believe it will not, but because they watch you put it up. But I could get you guys some great animal pictures here. This is where I would do it, right here. I will get them all here: mountain lion, bear, and moose and elk. Really, just kind of looking down on that. There's not really anything going on. Like as far as big like that, there's something, because when you go deep in here, they have these standalones like that triple trident teepee. I can't explain it. You know, you at the burnt thing that looked like a bear has a lean.
This is how it's done. This thing is so bizarre looking. It's almost crazy. It's so, you guys, the vibage near this thing. See, it's also because I have dealt with these strange stumps with the leaners many times, and it's always magic. That's the only word I can use.
On it. But this is how they mark here. There's nothing, there's no seats, and I think they're all little. I really would bet you that. How would you feel if you discovered their system, their tridents, and Alice in Wonderland, basically? And 5 years later, imbeciles of the earth are destroying their homes because they're stupid and know nothing of this earth. And again, is it their fault? No, because it's the way things are. Let's be honest, guys, I don't know what the government knows. I don't know. I have a feeling I know more about these guys than anybody does. You know, there's probably some division somewhere. You know, you have to assume that, but nobody knows who really knows. So it doesn't always mean there's a conspiracy behind it. Maybe no one really knows, okay? Sasquatch, yeah, but not the unseen world. The government's acknowledged Bigfoot for sure, but nothing else, as far as I'm concerned, like that's with him. It's only been him. The funny thing about that is, you guys, I am here to tell you that what we call Bigfoot, Sasquatch, are the minority. But I also believe maybe one of the most special is just hanging in there. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like this was done like a couple years ago. Oh yeah, look. 100% a spot. And I'm parked right at it. Look at all the leaners, you guys. This is like a little world right here. I don't see where someone's sitting. Look, there's a eagle. Look. Mark, the town's right behind you. Stop lying to people. It's like, you guys have to understand. These are the people that you're embarrassed to say you think Bigfoot's real to. Okay. I think this has been done very recently. Look at the two ends. They're exactly the same. And it's an X, and it's off the ground. Here. There's hardly any pines over here. This is good. That's why it's done here, because of these trees. This is what they want. You guys, I'm here to tell you, it's all about, they're in places without pines, but it's all about the pines. That's where it's the best. Look at this magic tree, you guys. This is what I call them. They're magic trees. I promise you, they're magic trees. There's a seat right there. And then just look really closely. Look at all the leaners that have been put there. All on this tree. Right here too, like they're everywhere. Look at the two, there's two on that side. It's not possible. Same thing there. I remember showing you a spot deep way down below in this aspen in the same forest, but like a mile that way. And it was the same thing. I got to these trees and it was all like that, the three leaners.
Keep in mind, when you see those three, it's the same thing as seeing these. Like I tell you, like when I was showing you this, I say, I've never shown you their world without this. In the aspens, it's going to be more shabby. Nothing makes up structures like these pine trees.
Markers, or they're right here. Somebody's here, you know. I don't see any round seats, which tells me, guys, definitively that it's the small ones. And even the small ones have those. I call them runners because I used to think they were seats, but it's just where like 5 or 10 of them are running, like playing. Look at these hidden pine trees I didn't know were here. Look at that leaner. I'm not going in to show you stuff. So a lot of times, let me explain. I'm doing this. It wasn't to show you. I mean, yeah, but it's, oh, I hear thunder. But mostly, I'm trying to, force something to happen. Like, I know this is a limited area, and I know that this is where they're going to be if they're here. And maybe I'll get something, I'll walk into the right direction and something will go over there. That's literally what I'm trying to do. Get something to go. Or roof. That's all I want. That's my job, is to get things to go. And roof. It's a good job, isn't it? It's the hardest job you could ever imagine. Well, it's the hardest thing to get that. Let's put it that way. It's so hard. Look at this down here. See, this is why. They're not just hanging on that corner. There's a whole thing down here. And that's where that bear is. He's right in here somewhere. I'll bet you he doesn't even leave too far. He doesn't have to, because there's no competition really around here. There's a couple bears around here. They'll sit in places like that. You can be really careful. Because one thing is, what if he's sleeping? Like he's just resting or he wasn't paying attention, and then you walk on him. Even then, most likely, because I've been in that situation too. Not here, but in Pennsylvania. And he goes, and just runs the other way. But I mean, it's possible, especially if you're in his exit route, where it only takes one time, and you're done. So look at this randomness. You guys, this is it. I got one birdie somewhere right there. I don't get this. I'll never pretend to be able to tell you something unless I can. And this is just random. Like, that's an X. Make no mistake about it. But I think it's old. Like, I know that wood's old, but they use new wood today. It's not what I think. This was all done. Like, it doesn't look like I see like where dirt used to be all dirt like a long time ago. And it's come back. So in my opinion, this has been left. Which means they're not far. Let's call it here. I just want to see what this pile of sticks is. I'm actually looking for bears. I'm not trying to do a Bigfoot video. I'm trying to find you a bear. Because, like I said, you could find one in New Jersey easier than you can here. Because it's so vast here. It's so frustrating. Or just give me a big moose with giant antlers. They're right here. Yeah, I can't get close to them. They always know. They'll look at you with like a Bigfoot, like with one eye from behind a tree. The big moose, like the 10-foot moose. Them you have to be a little careful about. He won't aggressively try to kill you, but you see that? But it's because the people are stupid. They don't know what to do. People are so dumb. These people driving through these parks, and these are all people that have never been out before. And now they're doing it because of the coronavirus. That is 100%. Right there. Diesel found a good spot. I was checking out last night. Look at this. Yes, I think this is old. There's a lot of like white, like where something walked through. It's probably just deer or something. I think these are abandoned spots.
This isn't the exact X because I just took the last X that was facing downward that I took, which was the Village People one. But it gives you an idea. Almost all the X's I show you will never have growth near them, and if they do, I'm wondering if they're using them anymore.
Like they used to sit in here now, and they don't. There is things going on in here, like up by the top where I'm seeing new dirt, things like that. There's a brand new pile of dirt by that triple trident. But I don't know, I can't really tell you what. Because it's not the same, I don't have my set up world where I can tell you where the seats are, where I can see my triple TPs and I can see all my stuff. But I can see their structures from what looks like about 5 years ago. or something like that 4 years ago. How can you tell? Just by the ground? Oh my God. You guys, look at that. This is old. I'm 100% now. Look at this. I didn't even see it. It's a front and back. Okay, it'll never move. That's been like that for like 10 years. There's your third. Okay, which goes there, touches those, that goes up to another X I didn't see. Look at that. Cool. I'm looking for bears, not doing Bigfoot. Look right there. Are they still here? Absolutely. They're just not sitting. I don't know. I see disturbances, but I think it's animals. I don't see any scat or anything, but it just looks too much like a deer walking through here. I can tell when it's me. You can tell when it's a foot. Maybe not by tomorrow, but is that near these? No, this is past the triple tridents. All right, so there you go. Do your own squatching. I cannot explain that to you, but look at that. Actually, that wasn't the third. That's the third. Right there. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Goes down, across the ground, up into another X right there. How amazing is that? Structured everywhere. And they're all ground. And something's happening with that magic tree and then right in here. And I just think there are others. There's no way Sasquatch is sitting here. It's not possible. They're not here. I'm telling you, they get the good places. This isn't a good place as far as like how beautiful some of the other forests are. There's no heat control here. It is brutally hot here. You know, so is this a backup? Is this a great place to come when it's snow 5 miles from here? Yeah, but here it's 65 degrees. You know, so I think about common sense like that as well. Another pine that's been wallowed off. It looks like 5 years ago. Very squatchy in there. Like, just using the word, I don't know. I don't think it's them though. I think it's little beings. That's what I think. So again, here.
I'm not trying to make anything it's not. I'm really not. But my number 9 clip is just missing. It's very rare but it does happen to me. It's happened to me many times actually. So I only have like 15 clips. I spent quite a bit of time up here, even though I just ran up here for a couple hours. Like filming, I filmed the whole time. So I have like 2 hours of footage from here. But my number 9 clip is missing. So the last one you watched was number 8. This is 10. I'm just wondering where it went.
There's the flat top, I call it. It has a near impossible climb all the way around it, yet it has a perfectly flat top. And inside are some of the most mind-blowing structures you'll ever see. I saw them only from the sky, but good enough. And I got one of them climbing rocks like this on the other side. So I just want to take a quick look. I'm not going to be looking with my eyes too well, so I'll have to look at it on the video. Because I have my helmet on. I just want to go across these rocks. I got to get up there one day. We're going to camp in there. It's going to be an overnight. I'm waiting for the right person for that one. You got to have the nerves. Remember who you're going with. All right, I'm going to guarantee you them standing right next to you in the middle of the night. There is nothing quite like it. You might think you can handle it, but you're not going to be able to handle it. So I need someone that understands that. Like, Mark, I'm going to trust you on this. Like, I think I can do this, but I'm going to believe you that I'm not going to be able to handle it. So I just want you to, because there is no leaving from a place like that, okay? Once you were there, no matter what happens, look at that system. It's so steep, it couldn't be sideways. I think there's one right there. I can't hold it though. And we're going to go spend the night in that flat top. Remember, there's no leaving. You might die up there. I don't know. You may uncover the secrets of the earth as well. Do I risk my life when I do this? Some days, yeah. Big time. But who cares? People are like, be careful. I'm like, don't ruin all my fun. I mean, it's fun. What do you think? I'm nothing compared to some real people will do out there, like, for extreme sports. But man, do I have some days where, especially falling wise, where you could just die. The bike too. What is that? Oh, if it wasn't so hot, I'm right in the sun with full black helmet on and black sweatshirt. I'd stay and just do that a little while longer, but that's okay. You can't see much. It's all structured right in here, but I can't penetrate it. Over now. No, man, I think this place is old. I think because of that tree over there, there's a few around here, but this used to be some crazy world right here. And look as I walk out. It's a different one. Not this. This. But it's the same exact thing. I mean, to me, that's as close as you could get a few hundred yards away from a triple trident. And there's another one. And again, it's old. Structures. Really long time ago. Interesting. So, highly active where they're literally cutting down their trees in a place that you can't even get to until a guy just cuts stuff for years. They're not there anymore. Or well, at least it seems like it. Kind of weird.
Keep in mind, I'm very aware of that, the little person on the stump, things like that. But as far as like something big happening here, it's not like that. These are just random little ones that found their own spot. I'm willing to believe that some of these old X's, and where these X's are and stuff, it used to be a special spot. And, I think because of the geographical location of these spots, I feel like they're important. I think that I really see that, and I don't care what state you're in. I don't care if it's in the middle of New York City. There seems to be special places they need to be.
You guys want to catch a buzz? This is not the way I recommend doing it. How does this have power? Solar? They got this up where they don't think anyone's going to be able to get to it. They're landing right back there. I forgot to show you. They probably land and maintenance them too. Yeah, they're keeping it clear. So this is all this for that. You guys, I have one of those. It's a booster. So that's either a booster or some kind of relay. It doesn't tell you. I'm not touching this thing because knowing my luck, some kids will come up here and rip it down and my fingerprints will be all over it. Nice solar panel. It's got a lock on it. Look, they come up with a helicopter. Oh, let's see if we can get just want to get a peek into the corner of that of my flat top. You guys got to see the structures up there. Sorry, up here. I got in there with my drone right above there a couple of years ago. That's one of the best places ever. I'll get there one of these years. I want to go sleep in there, so I need a badass with me. I need someone that is like Olympian. How big that flat top really is. You still can't tell in the camera. It's always looks smaller in a camera, a landscape. Look, this is something they're just starting to do. I was never able to see that before. I'm not looking, I have my helmet on, so I'm going to try to find it without my eyepiece. It's right there. I can't see, but there's all kinds of structures in there. Structures right there. I've seen these guys. I think these guys will show me them. It's all the same in a way, but there's something about a few magical places that, that seem to be lost in time almost with them. Like they don't have to deal with people. They don't have to hide. They don't have to do the things that a lot of the others have to do around the country and the world. This is almost beyond an opinion. And sometimes those types of places are different. Like I've said before, I feel like It's the same for us, as them as it is for us. Like they have federal laws and then they have local laws. And I feel like, so in other words, their local law is their world's laws. They have to follow a strict set of biblical laws, and then they're fine-tuned in that area because, you know, you don't have to have such strict laws if there's never going to be a human. Ever. That's my opinion. I think it's still pretty strict, though. I really do. But things become lax, and you try to find the dummies. Not dummies, but the ones that are making the mistakes. Let me tell you something. These guys make just as many mistakes as you do, I promise.